advocacy work helps SOS Children's Villages to reach many more children by ensuring laws include them and protect them. Now, we all know if a law changes, practices change, so the children are better cared for and have more opportunities in life. The next speakers are also going to give us an outstanding example, and they are Daniela Zeffi and, once again, Miggy, who is from Albania. So thank you, Daniela and Miggy. And please know that the video you will see was actually prepared by them. So Daniela and Miggy, you are part of the Albanian campaign on leaving care as an example to illustrate the strategic initiative advocacy. So I know, Miggy, you're going to introduce it, and then we'll show a video, and then we'll have Daniela.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you very much. I guess you're going to have to applaud again for me. Well, I thank you very much. I don't want to start too formal, actually. I just wanted to tell you that I thank you a lot for this opportunity to share with you this successful story of my country, of Albania. Well, to start with this story, I'd really like you to think back on how is the life of a young person who lives in a public care institution at the age of 16. I myself was a child who was grown, like, for example, for 2 years in a public care institution. And as I remember the time, I can say that at the public care institution where I was living, there were very low and there were very undesirable living conditions. As well, the food was limited. We would walk to school every day, and some of my friends would get ill because of that. Of course, I had no connection to my family of origin because my institution could not provide this for me, even if they would. My family was too far from Tirana. The care was offered for more than 60 children. And in many cases, the older ones would be violent against the younger ones. And I can say that the biggest challenge that me and my peers on the time were facing and were watching is the moment when they walk out of those doors at the age of 16. Me, myself, I was concerned about what will happen to me when I went out of that youth. I assume at the age of 14, because at the age of 14, it was at the time when I was living there. What will I do when I go out of those doors? Where was I assigned to go? Because there were people that assigned you to go somewhere, maybe in another city, and I was assigned to go there. What will happen to my two sisters who just came from another public care institution? I had no choices. I had no connection to my mom of origin. As well, I had to take care of two from my biological sisters. But I guess that luck is very often very near to me, because on that day, there were paper that came out of those doors of the institution, and it says that I had to be transferred in the SOS Children's Villages Albania in Tirana. That was like a magic solution to me. But it was happy that as well both of my two sisters would comment me. You see, I escaped from this decision, I escaped from this law that the government does. And then when I came to the SOS, and I lived very good there, I must say, I started thinking, where was the problem? The problem stays at the policies. Imagine how bad would be the consequences and the real life. The government would say, all young people, all children, at the age of 14, they would leave their public care institution, and there is nothing you could do about that. But do you know where they would go? Some of them would go to dormitories, and some of them would go to their family of origin, but these cases were really, really rare. Some of you may say that, oh, into dormitories? Well, you don't have to pay anything there, you can make a good living. But you will not think like that after I will tell you what was the real life of a young person, of a child growing up in a dormitory at the age of 14, which is still a child, right? I want to think back. What if I wouldn't go at the doors of SOS Children's Villages Albania? How would I live? and I can make you sure that I have been living in a dormitory with my two sisters with bad living conditions, and this would lead us to get ill more than often without an appropriate health support as well. I wouldn't have this how can I say, this care from these social workers or psychological support. And I bet you that I would abandon school and I would go to I would apply, or I would be registered to some professional school with very low standards. I would have had very low self-esteem together with my peers. I would have faced discrimination from my peers, from adults. And as well, I would have suffered the lack of integration in society. I would have survived with only 30 euros per month. And as well, I would have had, like, in the future, this plan that I will never succeed. Why? Because I have the lack of integration in labor market orientation, because of inappropriate education, because of emotional welfare. And I bet you, maybe not me, but some of my peers, a lot of my peers, they would actually be victims or be addicted to alcohol or to other drugs. This would be my life. But as you know, I live in SOS and nothing of this actually exists. I am more than happy to have this life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Well, you know, I had a friend and she told me that, Maggie, if you would have a pizza and it would be served like cold, would you take it? And I said to her, oh no, I would have taken that small biscuit, but warmer. So it's like that. That pizza came to those children with just tomatoes, with just 30 euros per month. I bet that you do the same. You just take the cookie, but warmer. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to watch this video, this iMetro clip that was made by us, by youngsters from Albania, SOS Children Villages Albania. But as well, if you allow me, I want to make a thank to all of the team that came to Albania, to Roberts, that I think they are up there. Hi. I want to thank them so much. And Catherine, I guess she was with us, that they made us professional workers into making videos. As well, I want to thank the team, the staff, that made this opportunity to come here and to share with you this successful story. So thank you very much. I will welcome you to enjoy the video.
Hi, I'm Alkida. I am 19 years old and I first started participating with your iMetro campaign in 2011. My role was as... The iMetro goal was to promote young people without parental care. And also some other goals was to raise awareness, to sensibilize and to raise participation of other people about alternative care issues. And now the last one that makes us all very proud, the extension of the limit age of leaving institutional care.
My name is Daniela, I'm 19 years old and I joined the iMetro campaign when I was only 15. My first activity was in Geneva in front of Children's Rights Committee They represented an alternative report made by youngsters in Albania. I insisted so much on the issue of the living care from 14 to 18. And then when I came back, the Ombudsman invited us to present again the alternative report. They also joined us our ambassador of European Union. The I Matter campaign was also presented on TV, when there we spoke about the problems that our peers were facing while they used to leave the public care at the age of 14. In 2013, I met the Minister of Social Welfare, and it was the first time he was hearing about I Matter campaign. He promised us that he would change the law, the legislation of changing the age of leaving public care from 14 to 18.
Hello, I'm Flutura or Schmetterling. I joined the Matter campaign in the last 2 years of it, and it was a period of time in which we had to do some meetings with the kids that lived in the public residential institutions. After that, we had a meeting with 4 ministers of Albania. So it wasn't that easy explaining to the ministers the reasons why living care at the age of 14 was a bad phenomenon. But our experience on hearing their voices and also hearing about the problems that they were facing made that impact. They realized that they should think twice about the existing law.
My name is Erion Belia. I'm currently the mayor of Tirana. Prior to this, I loved being the Minister of Labor and Social Affairs, and I happened to meet a wonderful group of people who represent the I Matter campaign and who lobbied very hard and very skillfully that we postpone the age before children leave public institutions of care. I am very happy this worked out, and thanks to the SOS Children's Villages and the I Matter campaign, who pushed myself, the government and the legislator and all of our administration network to comply with this new ordinance, which I think benefited dozens of children in Albania and gave them 2 extra years before they were ready to face real life.
My name is Leonard Buni. I'm in position of advocacy and public funding advisor at SOS Children Villages Albania. If you empower young people, if you involve young people, if you trust young people, for sure you will change. That is the motto. That is the way how we change the decision here. That is I Matter campaign for Albania.
So changing this, postponing the age, it was good for them. Absolutely. They now are supported from the caregivers, from the educators, teaching them and directing them which is the right decision for them. Maybe trying to help them to take the right decision, to take to make a dignity life and have a dignity work and have a dignity education.
Do you guys want to know why this was successful?
I Matter had a positive influence.
Personally, from I Matter campaign, I gained a lot of skills. I can speak now English anytime and with anyone. Secondly, it taught me that if I have a goal, I have to make it happen. I Matter taught me that.
Fëmijët në Pukujdese ka nevojë për ndihmën e çdo personi dhe vazhdoni të bëni atë që keni qenë duke bërë deri tani.
The involvement in I Matter campaign made me a strong girl with high self-esteem and put me on a way that I want to go till the end to fight for my rights and to fight for my peers' rights. Why not?
And we made it.
We matter, we did it.
Hi everyone, it's my pleasure being here to conclude in a few words what just saw in the video. I still hope I can grab your attention. So, first of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Daniela. I'm 19 years old and I live in SOS since I was 9 years old. I'm here to bring my experience in involvement in I Matter campaign advocacy. To be honest, in the beginning I had no idea what was going on with my peers in my country. But then me and other 20 young people got together and we were trained to learn how to lobby, how to advocate for our rights. And this thing, we did it with our peers in public care institutions. We were there, we trained them, and we did it actually through a booklet named Discover Your Rights. Also, we were invited in TV programs to increase the knowledge on this topic we were working for. Also, we contributed in writing some articles in newspapers on this issue, of course. Now that we are talking, our government is taking some changes in the quality care. Actually, it is transforming it. And the SOS Children's Villages Albania is involved in this. It is leading this program because we have experience in family-based care and youth program care. I want to share my opinion with you. Do you know why we succeeded? It was because we take everything seriously. We work hard for each meeting. Well, when I asked the minister the question to change the legislation, it took me just 5 minutes. But I know that we work hard as a group for months, for weeks, to achieving this point. At the beginning, I really thought I couldn't do that. But then I thought I wasn't doing this only for me. I was doing this for my peers. And yeah, I did it. I felt very good being part of something very big, which is this. So now I'm very glad that my peers leave the care at least at the age of 18. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Daniela and Maggie.